Hey, y'all. Happy Wednesday. For those of you who follow me on social media, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter posting card of the day messages. A card that, after I center myself and do a little bit of meditation, I pull a card and try to get a message for the day. And I'm trying to give a, more upbeat side to some of the tarot cards. Some don't need them, some do. Some are completely misunderstood. Such is the case with today's card. Death. Okay, let's talk about this card for a minute. It's not what people think it is. Chances are pretty good nobody's checking out, that you know personally in the next few hours. A lot of people are checking out these days, and a lot of animals too. A lot of pets, and we need to talk about that. I've been asked to do a segment on spirit animals and the role that pets play in our lives, but we'll save that for another day. I want to talk specifically about this card, though. The image given with it in almost every deck. This one is the Royale. Rider Waite is equally as scary, frightening. Okay, stop! God, please stop. Death is not the end. It's simply a transition to a new beginning. The message that I posted today on social media is I let go of what no longer serves me. What's no longer in my highest good. This opens you up to new beginnings, new transition to a better life. A death card in a personal reading simply means that you need to let go of the shit that's holding you down. A lot of outdated belief systems, especially in this day and age. We need to let go of, again, I don't want to get political and shit, but we need to let go of the way we think about higher authorities. Our highest authority is right here. It's within ourselves. We are all a part of this. We are a piece in the puzzle of the entire creation. Entire. Think about that for a minute. What is the entire creation? Entire. And our thoughts influence that. Our thoughts put out the energy that can literally affect the energy of everything and everybody else around us in more than what we even know as our cosmos and, the galaxy as we know it. Hubble's out there seeing all kinds of galaxies we never knew existed. We're discovering exoplanets more and more every day. Our thoughts are rooted in the energy that we are created from. We are a part of that energy. Let our thoughts go out and combine with that. Death, it's only a transition. It's a new beginning. We can start very simply by changing our thoughts of what death is to us on a day-to-day basis. My message today is let's start with changing our thoughts about what we can give up, what we can let go of, what we can release, that is going to allow us to transform, to transition to transmute into what we really are, what we are at our soul level, not this meat suit stuff. Inside, what we really are, what we can reach for. Let go of what no longer suits you. There can be a deep dive into this, and the rabbit hole is scary to many. I understand that. But the first place to start is with your own beliefs, with yourself. What belief system have I bought into that I can change and transform and become a better person for it? Start simply. Once you master that, it will expand. You'll go from there. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you realize, holy crap, I'm part of this whole larger system. And you begin to understand that there is no such thing as death. It's simply an end of one chapter. Just like in a book. You read that chapter, you turn the page, you start the new chapter. Going forward. So let's start looking at death as simply moving forward. I have a story I'm going to relate in a minute, but let me take Angel card and see what kind of clarification we come up with, because to me this is always interesting. What more does Spirit have to say? Let's find out. Again, I only take jumpers, so this is going to take a couple minutes, maybe. Sometimes it's immediate. There it is. All right, we have the Ten of Fire. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. All right, let's put this into context with the Death card. Put them side by side for you. All right, so when it comes to accepting death of the ego, death of the old self, what do the angels want us to know? Accept help from others. Who are the others? That it's so much wider than what so many of us allow ourselves to believe it is. We have angels and spirit guides and family and friends on the other side who are there helping us. Life is out of balance. Focusing on death doesn't let you live. Stress-related health concerns. Take that however you want. Yeah, we as a collective are doing a hell of a job here. We're focusing on the wrong things. We're putting too much work, as it says at the very beginning. Kind of shiny because it's a beautiful spring day here, but sorry about that. But yeah, let's not put so much work into focusing on the crap, Focus on the changes that you can make, the good stuff that's happening in your life. Let's move forward with all of that. So, okay, I'm going to accept that. 10 of Fire also, okay, the number 10 is number of completion. You've completed a cycle. So we have death, the ending, 10, a completion. Again, synchronicity. Cards are proving themselves. I love when that happens. It almost always does, trust me. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to get at, oh man, I just love this stuff. I really do. It always makes me laugh. Okay, so another thing that came into play today with the death card is that I have carpenter bees. Something fierce in this place. One made a nest right above my door, literally 6 inches above my head. And I use this door a lot. I'm not really comfortable with a bee's nest 6 inches above my head. Carpenter bees, for those who don't know, they are one of the least aggressive. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of fear there. The males, it's said, don't even sting. It is the females with the white dot in the middle of their head that you have to worry about because they will defend the nest. The males, all that flying around is nothing but posturing and show. Uh, so common in so many species. I'm sure you've all had experience with that. So I have found out that nothing I have tried is getting rid of this nest over my head. I have caulked it up so many times, and they literally drill an exact hole, which I really should take my measure to. It would be an interesting experiment and find out, how exact this hole they drill really is, because they're amazing creatures. I really do have respect for them. But yeah, nothing's working. I'm pretty sure that you can nuke these things and they would just zip around going, "Hey, what you doing?" Because that's how they are. But I read that if you create, all right, I haven't crafted in a long time, so feel free to laugh. It's okay, I'm laughing with you. I read that if you construct a hornet's nest and hang it where the carpenter bees are, they will feel intimidated and leave and not come back. And I am about to test this theory. We'll see how it goes. I'll report. But what it brought to mind is the death card, okay? I'm not asking for a literal death here. I'm simply asking for a transition. Transition your nest far away from my door. Not asking you to die. Just rethink things. Life can go on. That's great. And it does. But we're going to put an end to what no longer serves us. This is simply a gray grocery bag stuffed. Put some wrinkles in it. Take a Sharpie to draw some little bees that look oddly like swallows. I'm hoping they fall for it. Kind of out of practice with my artwork. But so I'll let you know what happens. But I want this to be an example, for the death card, that death is not an ending in a bad way. It's simply a transition to something new. That's all there is to it. It's simply a transition. We come in here forgetting who we are on purpose, spiritual amnesia. It's meant to be. We wouldn't learn the lessons that we need to if we knew it all. What would be the point, I fully believe that we do sign up for this crap. Still claiming I was drunk and didn't read the contract at the time. But use that in your own way. I am a fan of, humor and making light of things, so I look at it kind of in a weird way. But this is a really good example, I thought, with today's card. Especially with all the grayness, It's not an ending. It's simply a transition. So anyway, have a great Wednesday. If you aren't following me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, I will put the links below, my ants, so that you can start following me there and see the cards of the day that I post and my little messages. And I'm open for personal readings. Check my website. That is, I believe that's in the channel description. I still have so much more to figure out here, but, you know, I'm getting on it. I'm gone. I'm ending what no longer serves me, and I'm ready to move into new beginnings. I hope that made sense to some of you. I know it did. I know it did. All right, let me get it. I like wrapping up with a channeled message. I'm getting a message from a David. He's saying he has a lot more information for somebody. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it at all. Useful information. For one of you guys, I'm getting a tall, dark-haired male. Sorry, this takes a minute. I gotta listen and try to, you know, interpret into something that makes sense. A lot of my stuff comes through as images and symbolically, and a lot of times what I have found out in my reviews is that it makes 100% sense to you where it doesn't mean a thing to me. So this dark-haired individual, though, is saying that he's still, oh, Lord, okay, I think I know who this is for. He's still watching. You might want to cut that cord, like do a spiritual cord cutting. He's watching, and I'm not getting, you know, a great feeling about that, but nothing, you know, nothing bad. I'm just saying it's nothing bad. We're only here to experience. Um, the David thing, though, I'm seeing that I'm getting that there's two of you that this is meant for. Okay, one is saying that you need to clean up your act. And the other one is saying that he's just simply watching out. For the one who needs to clean up your act, though, um, start planning more. Start planning more for the future. Alright, take this death card literally in that case. Start looking towards your new beginnings. There's so much more to come. If you want a detailed reading, I can do that. I can't do that here on a video meant for the collective. Personal readings get, you know, really in depth, and I do not share personal information publicly. I will not. I've taken oaths of confidentiality, and I value them. So I'm going to leave it at that, though. Have a great day. Make it a good one. New beginnings. Let go of that shit. See you soon.